Q8964. When lubricating a Hartzell propeller blade with grease, to prevent damage to the blade seals, the service manual may recommend on some models to A. Pump grease into both Zerk fittings for the blade simultaneously. B. Remove the seals prior to greasing and reinstall them afterwards. C. Remove one of the two Zerk fittings for the B and grease the blade through the remaining fitting. The correct answer is C. When lubricating a Hartzell propeller blade with grease, the service manual may recommend removing one of the two Zerk fittings for the blade and greasing the blade through the remaining fitting. This is to prevent damage to the blade seals during the greasing process. 8964-1. When lubricating a newly overhauled steel hub propeller, you should lubricate the propeller. A. After 10 hours of operation. B. At the next 100-hour inspection. C. After 1 to 2 hours of operation. The correct answer is C. When lubricating a newly overhauled steel hub propeller, you should lubricate the propeller after 1 to 2 hours of operation. It is recommended to lubricate the propeller after a short period of operation to ensure proper distribution of lubricant and to allow any initial break-in processes to occur. 8965. The primary purpose of a feathering propeller is to A. Prevent further engine damage when an engine fails in flight. B. Prevent propeller damage when an engine falls in flight. C. Eliminate the drag created by a windmilling propeller when an engine fails in flight. The correct answer is C. The primary purpose of a feathering propeller is to eliminate the drag created by a windmilling propeller when an engine fails in flight. Feathering refers to the process of aligning the propeller blades with the airflow to minimize drag when the engine fails or is intentionally shut down. This reduces the negative effects of windmilling and improves the glide performance of the aircraft. 8966. What normally prevents a Hartzell Compact propeller from going to feather when the engine is shut down on the ground? A. Propeller cylinder air pressure. B. A latch mechanism of springs and lock pins. C. Accumulator-provided oil pressure. The correct answer is B. A latch mechanism of springs and lock pins normally prevents a Hartzell Compact propeller from going to feather when the engine is shut down on the ground. The latch mechanism ensures that the propeller remains in a low-pitch or ground-fine position, preventing it from automatically feathering when the engine is shut down on the ground. 8967. When running up an engine and testing a newly installed Hydromatic propeller, it is necessary to exercise the propeller by moving the governor control through its entire travel several times to A. Seat the blades fully against the low-pitch stop. B. Free the dome of any entrapped air. C. Test the maximum RPM setting of the governor. The correct answer is B. When running up an engine and testing a newly installed Hydromatic propeller, it is necessary to exercise the propeller by moving the governor control through its entire travel several times to free the dome of any entrapped air. Exercising the propeller helps to remove any trapped air within the propeller hub and ensure proper operation.